Hey guys, today we're going to make some fish tacos. So you can use the fish of your choice. And today I have some tilapia on hand, and they come pre-packaged. And these are the loins of the tilapia, so they're thicker. And we're just going to take them and cut them into like bite-sized pieces, just about like that. It's about the size you want to have right there. Now with my fish tacos, I like to serve mine with soft shells. Okay. And this is what we have here. Have a bowl to the side. We're gonna go ahead and put them in our bowl. So we have our fish all cut up, and we're going to take this over to the sink and we're going to give it a good wash, and then we're going to come back and we're going to season it up. Okay, now we have our fish all nice and clean. So what we're going to do now, we're getting ready to season up our fish. So I'm simply going to take some Himalayan pink salt, and we just going to give it a few turns. Make sure it's all mixed in there good. And I'm only going to use one other product in this fish. And it's going to be some habanero Spice World spice. This stuff is so awesome, and I love to cook with it. Such a wonderful, wonderful product. And this habanero has a nice kick to it, so we're going to have a little spice to our fish. So we're going to take about a heaping tablespoon of it, about like so. We're going to add that to our fish. And we're just going to work that in there. Oh, guys, I can smell those spices. They are really opening up those sinuses. Oh, wow. All right, we're going to give it just a little bit more because we want it to be nice and flavorful. And we're going to go ahead and just put some plastic wrap on our fish. And we're going to let this sit and marinate at room temperature for about 30 minutes. See, it's already taking on that beautiful color. You know what? I think I'm going to add my Szechuan to this fish because I want to give it a deeper color. I don't want to add too many more spices to this, simply because this habanero, it has a lot going on because it has pineapple and coconut. Nope, I'm lying. Pineapple and mango. So we have pineapple and mango in this already. And I don't want to add too many more spices. Okay, let's get this on. Hold on one second. Let me clean my hands off. Okay, we have our Szechuan. And we're only going to add a few shakes just to put a little color on our fish. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now we're just going to take our plastic wrap and we're going to wrap this fish, and we're going to let it sit at room temperature 30 minutes to an hour. So while our fish is marinating, we're going to go ahead and start on our coleslaw to go on top of our fish. Okay, so now we are ready to make our coleslaw to go with our fish tacos. And this is not your regular coleslaw. This is more of a tangy coleslaw. it's gonna go perfectly with the fish because we're gonna make a sauce also to go on top of that coleslaw and the fish. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Okay, so we're gonna need some coleslaw. We're gonna need cabbage. And you could use red cabbage or you could use what I have here, just plain old green cabbage. And I chose to get the ones that are already cut up in the bag because just make life easier. And we're gonna need some apple cider vinegar, some olive oil, oops, excuse me, salt. Let me grab the pepper. And pepper. And a red onion. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started by cutting our onion up because this is gonna go by so quickly. The only thing I have to do is dice up my onion. And we're gonna do that right now. And we only need about 1/4 of a cup. I think we have more than I have 1/4 of a cup. So trust and believe, my hands are impeccably clean. Oh wow, look at that. We have more than 1/4 of a cup. Just sit that to the side there. And we have enough probably to make an omelet. So we can save this to make an omelet at a later time. Okay, we have our onions all prepped. And we are ready to put our coleslaw together. So we're just going to measure us off 2 cups of our cabbage coleslaw. And I'm actually using the measuring cup. All right, that's 1 cup. As you can see, that's a 1 cup. Okay, and 2. So we have our 2 cups of cabbage in there. We're just going to add our red onion to that. I'm going to go ahead and toss that around in there. Now I'm going to take some of these big chunks out. I don't like the big chunks in mine. Okay, not too bad. Okay. Now we're simply going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. That's 1. And 2. We're going to need 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Okay. Let's give it a good toss. And this is going to be a nice little tangy slaw to go on top of those, on top of your fish. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna do salt and pepper to taste. And y'all do know the cabbage with salt is gonna draw water. So You want to be careful with that. Now, black pepper. Give it a good toss. And this is going to be perfect for that fish. Go on top of our fish tacos. Okay. And go ahead and put this into our bowl. Now that we have our coleslaw ready, we're going to go ahead and make our fish sauce. See you in a bit. And guys, we're eating this the same day, so I'm gonna let this sit out at room temperature. All we have is vinegar and olive oil on our cabbage. Okay guys, now we get ready to put our sauce together for our fish tacos. And here are the items you're gonna need. You're gonna need some sour cream, mayonnaise, lime juice. You're gonna need some sriracha sauce, but I didn't have any on hand, so I'm gonna put this jalapeno ketchup in there. We're gonna add some cumin in there, garlic powder, and some honey, and salt to taste. Okay, let's go ahead and put this together. So we're gonna need a half a cup of sour cream. And this is our half a cup here. We'll get that into our bowl. And then we're going to need a third of a cup of mayonnaise. Third of a cup of mayo, okay? To me, sour cream and mayonnaise is a good start of a good sauce. Okay, to that we're going to go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Gonna get it good and tangy. 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I'm gonna go ahead and get that in there. And we're only going to use 1 teaspoon of your sriracha sauce. And like I said, I'm using this jalapeno ketchup. And this is locally made here in my area. And we're going to use 2 teaspoons of it. To that, we're going to add 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder. So a half teaspoon of garlic powder. That's our teaspoon. Okay, and we have a half. And just 1/4 of a teaspoon of your cumin. And that's our ground cumin. And we're only going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon. And about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we just want to eyeball that. Okay, that's about 1/2. And we're just going to get all this mixed up. Oh, we forgot to put our honey in. So we're going to use about 1 teaspoon of our honey. Just about that much. Just going to drizzle that in. Now we're going to get it all mixed in. Get it all mixed up very good. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh yeah. All right, let's give that a taste. That is pretty good. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more honey because I need to offset that tangy slaw that we're going to put on there. So we're just going to put just a little bit more of a drizzle of honey. And that would give it a good balance. Okay? We don't want to make it sweet, but we just want a great balance to our for those tacos. Okay. That is such a beautiful sauce. All right, we're gonna take the back up our fork and we're gonna give it another taste. Let's see. That is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm not going to add any more salt because over here we are trying to watch our salt intake. So this is perfect for us. Okay. I have this small little squeeze bottle that I'm going to put my sauce in. Okay. So I'm just going to carefully get it into this little squeeze bottle. Therefore, we can add our sauce to our tacos. Put our little lid on, and we are ready for taco night. Okay, now it's time to go ahead and cook our fish, and we're going to put these tacos together for you all. See you in a bit. Okay guys, before I start cooking the fish, I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of foil paper, and I'm going to heat up my flour tortillas. So I know I'm good for about 2. So I'm going to take these and I'm just going to take them. I'm not going to do anything to them. I'm just going to wrap them up. Looks like we might need some. Just wrapping them up. Nothing fancy. And I'm going to pop these into a warm oven. We're just going to put it on warm so we can start letting our shells get warmed up. And when our fish is done, we are ready to eat. Now we are ready to start on our fish. We're just going to take some olive oil. Matter of fact, we had to turn our pan on first. Gonna let that get hot. So once our pan get hot, we're going to add our olive oil to it. And remember, our fish, it was already sitting at room temperature, and it is ready to go in the pan. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add some olive oil to our pan and let it get hot. And we're just going to cook these on our skillet today. Because I'm a little bit extra, I'm going to add some butter. All right, our fish. I'll show you my fish. We're going to go ahead and get it layered in there. And it shouldn't take this long to cook at all. We have small bite-sized pieces. And it's going to cook up quickly. We're going to go ahead and flip our fish. It's not going to take it long to get done. Okay, our fish is done. We're going to go ahead and get this taken up. Okay guys, everything is done, and now it's time for my favorite part, tasting. So we're going to go ahead and open up our tortillas here. Simply taking it, rolled it in my hand. I'm going to add in some fish down at the bottom. Matter of fact, I'm going to start with some sauce at the bottom. We're going to put a little sauce at the bottom. Then we're going to add our fish right on top of that sauce. We're going to take some of that slaw. And we're going to add that right on top of there. As much or as little as you like. Finish it off with a little bit more sauce. Take a look at that. All right, let's taste. That is good. Delicious. That sauce is good. We gotta wash it down. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I made my fish tacos. They are absolutely delicious. You make these tacos your own. Make them, you can cater them to your liking. So you can take away or add to whatever you like. These right here are delicious. And I'm going to sit back and enjoy them. Today is Saturday. I'm going to sit back and get me a movie, watch me a movie, and just enjoy the rest of my day. So thank you for hanging out with me. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate it. Thank you in advance. And always remember to keep life simple, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.